How do you hold on when it feels like your child has drifted so far away? In this video, I want to share why I can't give up on my grown kids and why you shouldn't either. So let's dive in. Number one, hold on to hope even when it's hard. Hope is a process. It is an entire process. I promise you I can't sit here and say for 10 years during the time with my daughter that I just had hope the entire time. It definitely ebbed and flowed. And I'm going to dive into a little bit more of that. But I just want you to remember that hope is a quiet strength, not just for the possibility of reunion, but also for inner peace. We have to have peace along the way. So holding on to hope doesn't mean just waiting in the pain, but trusting that positive change is possible, even if we can't see it yet with our natural eyes. And that is the clincher there, right? Even when we can't see it, we have to trust and find the hope, not to live in it, not to let it consume us, but to just not let go of it, right? Number two is let go without giving up. So letting go of control will lead to growth for you. And so sometimes when we take that step back, maybe you're a mom that is reaching out weekly to your adult child who has walked away from the family. You're not allowing the child the space to process. So sometimes that extra space will allow them the time they need to do that and then come back. And I know it's not cut and dry. Not all situations are like this. But letting go doesn't mean you stop caring or that you're giving up. It's about giving them the freedom to come back on their own, knowing that they're still loved and welcomed without pressure or demands. Because letting go can sometimes be the path to healing. I do want to mention to you, I've got some exciting news. As many of you know, I have a new weekly newsletter where we're sharing tips, we're sharing real stories from moms just like you. So if you are on this journey, willing to share, we do not need to use your name. I would love to hear from you and for you to be a part of it. Each week we have a mom story circle in my newsletter and I comment on that story as well. The link for that will be in the description. Like I said, you can remain anonymous, so no worries about that. Number three, unconditional love. That can be your guiding principle. I want you to think about the parent, if that's you, who continue to send holiday cards and birthday texts and all these other small gestures, but you're not getting any response. They may seem minor, but they're powerful reminders to your child that your love remains steady. As long as you're not implying any guilt or anything like that, really the unconditional love is about staying open without expectations or conditions, just sharing your love. I want you to think about, and I want to reassure you that these gestures need to be not about getting a reaction. They're about showing that love doesn't disappear no matter the distance, no matter the time. You're their mother, and the unconditional love is always there. Lastly, number four is focus on your own healing and growth. I know we talk about this all the time, but I need to talk about it all the time because many of you are not doing it. And this is where we have to start. We have to start turning to your faith in addition to maybe a support group or finding a new hobby, taking care of you, getting the support you need, but you need to find some peace and purpose within yourself because that is how you're going to be able to remain strong and resilient. I want you to ask yourself this question. If your child wanted to reconnect today, are you ready? Have you changed? Are you ready to have a different conversation? So a lot of you would probably be like, no. And I've got a lot of moms in my group that will openly say that I'm not ready. I want them to come back, but I'm not ready because I haven't done the work yet. I want you to think about well-being that will help you stay hopeful and patient. This is a process. This is not easy, and I'm not pretending that it is. I want you to know you are not alone. I'm going to be doing an upcoming video in relation to your child's perspective, what they might be hearing, what they might be feeling, and why they're not contacting you. So you can stay tuned for that video in the next few days because I think it's crucial. I've heard a lot from adult kids, including my own, who walked away from us for several years. She was on her own journey. This is going to be really important for you, so you can watch that video later this week. Talk to you soon. God bless.